Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be going over just a quick tutorial on how to not quick, but it's just a tutorial on how to hack il2cpp games. So first I guess we can go over what il2cpp is. So basically what il2cpp is a function thing in Unity that allows you to convert a mono game, which is a game that's kind of unprotected. There's two things: mono. I'll get over mono in a second, but mono to a C++ game. So it basically just converts everything to C++, but you're actually coding in C#. So it's basically C# to C++, right? The reason for this is because it's a lot more, not only faster, but it's more secure in C++. It makes hacking more difficult. Like I think with IL, you can make it like a hack in literally like 10 lines of code. And the C++ is obviously more advanced. So obviously some games do, most Unity games use this feature. So I'm going to show you guys how to hack that in C++ today. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is go ahead and cloning a repository. So we're going to use minhook, and it's literally just a thing that allows hooking functions. So the way that we are going to hack this is by hooking functions. So let me go over this. Games have inbuilt functions into them, right? Let's say there's a function to go ahead and check if we have an item in the game, right? It checks if we have an item whenever we go to load that item, right? And it's just a bool value, returns true or false, which is kind of similar to what we'll be doing today, right? So we have a thing that checks, and it will return true or false. Now, that's a function. So what we could do is we could hook a function or override that function with something that always returns true. So we're always going to have whatever item. So it's basically unlocking all the items, which is, like I said, similar to what we're going to do today. So that's basic overview on hooking functions. This is just a library to do it, so we don't have to write our entire a hook ourselves. As you see, just it just has a bunch of stuff here. So I check, I won't get over it, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff here we can use. But we're not going to download it. We're just going to clone it, so it's a lot easier. Because it does have CMake support. So let's just get straight into it. So first, what you're going to do is download Git, okay? And this is going to be used for cloning it. So just go ahead and hit download for Windows, and then run it. I already did this, so I'm not going to do it. But whenever you run it, you're going to just spam next, because you really don't need to go ahead and do it. Just change anything, just spam next and install it. So once that's installed, now what we're going to do is open a command prompt. And in this command prompt, we're going to scroll. We're going to go to, these are all links in the description, by the way. We're going to go to VCPKG in the description, and you're going to scroll down until we get to the quick start. You're going to want to go ahead and copy this and paste it into your command prompt. If it says it can't do it or something like that, that means you don't have Git installed. To check if you have Git installed, just type in Git, and this should come up. If you don't have Git, then you guys can go ahead and if it says it's not correct, like if it says it's wrong, then what you can do is go ahead and fucking try and restart your computer. If that doesn't work, try reinstalling it and restarting your computer. If that doesn't work, look it up. I don't know. Next, we're gonna copy and paste this. Copy paste it right in. Wait for it to finish, of course. Make sure this is finished before you copy and paste this. Should install smoothly. You're gonna skip all this, and we're gonna integrate this so we can use it with Visual Studio. So just copy this, paste it. Make sure you don't copy these arrows. You gotta copy just right from the beginning of this. Paste it. Wait for it to do its thing, and once it does its thing, now we can actually get to the cloning. So to clone this, we're gonna do. Let me just go down here. We're gonna do. Hold up. All right, we're gonna do dot backslash VCPKG backslash VCPKG install minhook colon 64-bit or colon x64 dash Windows, so for Windows, and we're gonna get a static library so we can, I don't want to go over that, and just make it static. So do dash static and hit enter. Okay, For me, it's already installed, but you're gonna wait for this to finish. And once it finishes, then you can go ahead and just go ahead and close it. Okay. So now that we have that installed, we can actually just get rid of this, and you can get rid of this. And we're gonna get il2cpp dumper. This is also in the description. Just go to this release and download this one. Okay. I already have it open right here. And once it's downloaded, just go ahead and open it. Okay. We're going to be, as an example, I'm going to be doing a Stubble Guy's skin unlocker. Or we can do we're just going to do an emo unlocker. We'll do a Stubble Guy's emo unlocker. So first we need, make sure you have it installed first. So the executable file, I already am in the location. But what you need to do is we need to go to program files in your C drive, Steam apps, common. And you're going to go to Stumble Guys. Here we go. And then we're going to go to the assembly. Don't select exe because that's not the executable. Okay, so there you go. For the global metadata, you're going to go to, you should be in the same location. You go Stumble Guys, go to data, il2cpp data. il2cpp data, metadata, and it's like global metadata. For this, you can just keep it on dump all and then hit dump or start dumping. And let this do its thing. Now, once it generates the 2 Python files, that's how you know it's done. So I'll let it do this thing. And then once it says the 2 Python files, okay, yeah, these 2, then you can go ahead and just close it up. You don't need to change any settings or anything, just close it up. Okay, I dumped it in here. Where did this dump to? Oh, I accidentally just dumped it to here, which is a real pain in the ass. Oh, shit. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take all this. Dump. Yeah. And I'm just gonna put this in the Stumble folder. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just replace this dummy yellow here. And you don't really need to worry about any of these. Build report. I don't think this is a part of it. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so now that we have gone ahead and dumped it, we need to view this script.json. So right click it and open it with a text editor. I'm going to be using VS Code. And now we're going to find our function. So let's go ahead and find a function that will determine if we have the emote or not. So we can turn to always true. So just type in emote and see what comes up. Or like, it's going to take forever. Let's type in like has there we go. This is the cheats helper. No, not this one. We need the user. Yeah, here we go. User has emo. So we're just gonna stay on this address here. We'll come back to it. I need a decimal to hex real quick. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna have this in the description too because I need to use this. Okay. Now we can launch Visual Studio here. So we're gonna go ahead and launch a dynamic. Just type in dynamic in here and then select this one. Make sure it's on C++. Next, YouTube Stumble sheet. Great. And wait for this to create. We'll set a couple properties and then we can get going. So we should have precompiled headers already enabled because of our VC PKG, which is good. Make sure you have this. If you don't have this, everything's going to be wrong. Okay, go to your properties, and we're going to use the latest version of C++, C++20. Don't use preview features because we don't need that. Multi-byte character set, so we don't need L's, like the weird fucking format that they want you to do for getting handles. And we're going to use static libraries. Make sure that this is the configuration's on release and the platform's on x64. If it's not, you need to do it all again. So make sure it's on that. And then I think we're fine. put this to release 2. And now let's start building. So a couple of tidy up things I want to do for my DLLs. I always just get rid of this extra shit. Like I don't need any of this, so I'm just gonna get rid of this, get rid of this extra space, and then we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this and get rid of this extra space. There we go. That just tidies up our DLL a bit. Okay, we're gonna include minhook. It should work. There we go. And if it doesn't work, you definitely cloned something wrong, or you didn't set one of the settings. It also might be wrong if it's above this. You might get an error. I'm not gonna get an error until I actually define it, but you'll get a definition error. Not a definition. Identifier error, which is a bad error. We don't need. So make sure it's under precompile headers. We're gonna include windows.h too. We'll need that. We're gonna include CST. I think it's like CSTD. Yeah, CSTDIO, and we're gonna include. I think we're fine for now. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna create our thread first. So, this is just a switch statement, and all it does is just switch between these. So if your thread attaches, thread detaches, process attaches, process detaches. We want process attach. This is when our process attaches. So we're gonna do create thread, and we don't need this. We don't need that, but we do need this. So we need a start address. So the start address is just gonna be a function here. But if we're just gonna make a main actually, but make sure it's not int main. Make sure it's void main because we're not returning anything to it. Nope, my bad. Okay, and then we need to convert this to an LP. I think it's, what does it say? Yeah, LP thread start routine. Convert that to put your main to that, and then we have 2 more parameters we need to put in, which we don't need, and we don't need. Okay. And just put a semicolon. Okay, so this will create our thread. Anything in here will run now because it's where our thread runs. So we need a console. So I'm gonna do void. We're gonna make it just initialize. And this initialize is just going to do initialize minhook because we need a minhook to initialize before we can use it. And then we're going to also create our console. I'm just going to do this. And then, so to create a console, first we need to allocate memory for it. And then what we need to do is, I think it's, fray open underscore s. We need a, okay, so we need a file pointer for f, or just call it anything. Okay, so now see, it's a pointer. That's how I know it's a pointer. So we're gonna put f reference to f, and then we need a file name. So we're gonna call this what file name could we use? I'm just gonna do we're just gonna output, so I'm just gonna do con out, and then we're gonna do where's the money sign? There we go. Next we need to do W for writing, and then we need our old stream, which is just gonna be std output. Okay, there's our console. That should create our console there. And then we'll initialize minhook here, and then we need to call in our main. Okay, now we can start creating our hook. So I'm gonna make a header file here. Call it offsets. And another header file called hooks. And offsets is we're gonna contain a uint pointer underscore t, and we're gonna call this has emote underscore has emote equals, and we can't actually use this uint pointer here because what we need to do is define it is to include it in our hook. So we need to include DLL I mean, here we need to include hooks. Oh, my bad. Hooks.h. Okay, and then here we also need to include hash, and then in here include offsets.h. And this, then we need to have this in our DLL main. And there we go. Now we can use UV pointer. So if you don't know how header files work, and what you can do is just include them between files so you can use different functions corresponding to files. So I am not including anything here, but since I'm including it in our hooks, and our hooks is included in our main, it gets the UV pointer from the R includes in main. So it's we're gonna have 0x and this is gonna be our offset. So we can go here and get this address right here. Oh shit! And we can just copy this address and put it into our hexadecimal converter. And this is our offset. Offsets will change every single update. So you can either make a netvar manager, which makes auto updating offsets, or like never makes you change your offsets again. Or you can just update it every manually. But if you have a lot of offsets, that's gonna be a mad pain in the ass. So yeah. Okay. That's the only thing we need here. Let's go into our hooks.h and let's go ahead and make our hook. So we're gonna have a void enable void unlock emotes, and then we're gonna have our hook for emotes original. I just put in emote unlocker. Okay, so we need to make a function. So we need to do a fast call. So we need a void fast call. Okay, so void fast call, and then we need to follow this. Or this is actually, we need a bool because it's a bool. We have to follow the original function. So void bool fast call has emote underscore origin orig. Okay, and then we'll have our parameter here. Declaration is incompatible, declined at line 6. Oh, never mind, we're shell. Okay. Put that there. Okay, so for now we can just completely copy this. So what we can do here is we see that it starts off with a user underscore O pointer of this. So we don't know what that is, so we're just gonna leave this as a D word pointer. Call it a day. Next, there's a system string pointer of emote ID. So we're just gonna have this as a const char because that's what, you know, char can hold letters. It's a byte. Now we have a we don't need this because we're not actually making a hook yet. And this we have another unknown thing, another unknown pointer, a method. So we're just gonna leave this as a keyword pointer. Okay. So there's our original function. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is oh wait, I need to make this this needs to be a pointer, and then this needs to be this. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Now that's fair. So now that's an actual valid bool value. So we don't need anything in this here because it just holds the purpose of storing the original. So we're gonna do a bool std call. This doesn't need to be a pointer. And then we're gonna call this has emote underscore hook. And this doesn't need to be a pointer. Because this is a hook. So now we need to copy this step by step here. This needs to be so we have a d word pointer underscore this. We're gonna have a const char of emote ID. It's a pointer. We're going to have, and then we have a d word pointer of method. And copy that, just like that. All right, so now what we need to do is just do the same thing we did here. Put this space that out. Not for format purposes, we're just gonna put that back. Okay, so now we're gonna open up this function here, and we can get rid of the semicolon. So this is where our hook's gonna be. So all we need to do here is just return true, and that's really it. That's really all we need to do. Although we're just gonna print something to the console here, like we're gonna print emote has emote replaced with hook, and then we need to make oh, wrong thing. We need a backslash. My backslashes, I just go into CMD and then copy this because my backslash thing is for taking screenshots. Okay, there we go. And then we return true. So there's our hook. Now we need we need to define our game assembly here. Oh, we're gonna have a uint pointer underscore t for game assembly, and we're gonna have this equal to we'll have get module handle game assembly.dl. Make sure you spell that right. And then we can end that off. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, wait, we can't use this. We're just gonna use a D word. There we go. So D word get module handle A of assembly.dl. Well, oh wait, no, we need to convert this to a unit pointer or else it's useless. There we go. Alright, so there's our game assembly. Now we can go back to our hook. And then we can go ahead and write our min hook underscore create hook. Okay, starts from our LP void target. So this is gonna be our pointer to the target function. Here we need to use a reinterpret cast because we need to reinterpret this to a LP void pointer. And then we need game assembly plus our hook. So that's gonna be, where's our offsets? Has emote. Okay, and then we need our detour pointer to the detour function, which will override the target function. This is gonna be our hook. And this is okay, and then pointer to the trampoline function, which we use to call the original, and this is going to be reference to has emote underscore orig, and then we can go ahead and end this off, and we need to convert this to a LP void. There we go. I can get rid of that pointer. There we go. And then we this needs to be a reference. We can't just call that function. The reason why we're doing a reference is because if we're just calling it here, we're not actually like this is showing it where it is, and if I just put that there, it's gonna call the function. That's how we need. So let's enable it now. To enable it, we just call it with we just direct it to the function. So same thing here. We just need to show it where the function that we have a hook for is. And that's it, actually. Shutting that off there. Okay, so there's our hook. Now finally we need to call it. So we need to do unlock emotes. It's a function, so I'll have that. Okay, and let's go ahead and add something so we can like print it. Has emote emote unlocker by locus hashtag xm101. But I do think that's gonna get over by locus hashtag 101. And there we go. Now we can go ahead and build this. Now for injecting DLLs, you need something. So I'm just gonna be using Process Hacker. The link to download Process Hacker is gonna be in the description. But I'm just gonna go ahead and open this real quick. Open Process Hacker. Make sure it's the 64-bit Process Hacker. Oh, I just literally opened the same thing twice. Okay, and now what we can do is we can go ahead and open up Stumble Guys. And we're gonna search for Stumble Guys. And then wait for it to actually load. Okay, so it seems there's an update for it. And that means that we have to decompile it because updates change offsets. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. Let's just go ahead and close this. Oh my god. Close this. Open this back up. And then we're going to select this real quick. There we go. And let me just change this back. And then let me change this. And then just dump that. And we'll change, we only need to change one offset. Bro, where the hell did it dump? Are you serious? Bro, how does it dump here? Oh my god. Yo, oh my god, my mouse is fucking object. And then this is in a completely wrong repo. So let me go put it in the right repo. Alright, so let me go ahead and select DLL now. Run it. And there we go. Emote unlocker. And we can go ahead and now we need to call the function. So, oh my god, are you serious? Jesus Christ. How many times, bro? Okay, so now we can go to our emotes, and we have all of the emotes unlocked. And you can see we have a thing that just shows that it replaced, and we can actually use them, which is kind of cool. We can equip them. So, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.